We can ease into this series. From there, maybe we can get a little bit more spicy, and it is indeed the spice from JDG. Maybe not so much, but Aurora, a pick that we've seen. You could see as Way completed his second play. He went back to base, wasn't really interested in looking to fight for this dragon. So for JDG, a nice little move there, gets them gold onto them. AD that are going to be coming his way.
We're taking a look. Maybe the IG side definitely has the better win percentages between the two, as we've seen, but we're going to see a play on the top side as there's the Grand Starfall. You can't be overextended like that against the Pantheon. Now Mako, he might just have to be the sacrificial side of things for IG, as Scout has also found Way here. Going to do a decent amount of damage. It pays. He goes over the wall with the Valkyrie, tries to get the kill there, but now he's overextended. He's going to have to flash away because Rookie was waiting with the Shockwave, but JDG have taken full control of the Grub Pit.
This is a 5-man commit from both sides. Remember, Equalizer still available. Call the Forge God still there alongside the Shockwave. Big ultimates available for both of these sides.
Nobody's pulling the trigger just yet, but here comes the Ornhorn combo. They try to go for Scout, but Scout jumps out just in time. That's going to be a grub for grub right now between the two teams. See who gets the last one. Shun trying to set up here, but no smite available there, but they will end up getting it. Now the fight after Mako goes in.
Oh no!
The Shockwave. Mako miscommunicates with Rookie, and that is the detriment of IG over this last couple weeks. They have not been on the same page. The Shockwave goes to the dark. And Sivir reaches that win condition that seems so far away. This team is extremely strong in the scaling conditions, in these 5-on-5s, in the meatball.
Had one fight so far in this series, Mazellan. Maybe finding
our
second
very one-sided
here.
We're about to see another one, though, as Grand Starfall unleashed yet again. Shun versus the Shy. Going to get the lockdown on the tank. He's going to try to burn the Ornhorn, but he will just burn down to the ground as Shun picks up his first kill of the game.
And that's a really big pick. Look at TP back in. He's still got his ulti, so they can make a fight. There's a good ward behind them as well, if they have that option available.
Whoa.
Rift Herald goes down.
Just use the Rift Herald.
He's going to have to walk the long way. Doesn't look like he's got Spellbook available. Dragon's already started, and we're just zoning them out.
He wants to go for Gala. He's going to get the knockback. Pop Blossom, the combos. Whoa! He's going masterclass on IG. They find the big pick. They find the dragon. This is everything that JDG wanted.
It's a 1-for-1. Yes, Shwo gives his life, but look at how much control they bought. They were just
right back into the alcove.
Yeah, and a little bit of a chunk onto both supports. Mako going to be able to sustain with the passive. Xiaoxiu is in trouble.
He doesn't want to flash. He doesn't want to burn it, but he will in the end. Here comes the damage down. Equalizer right into the choke point. IG are going to move away. Atacon had been started up. This is so dicey, but IG just trying to find something.
And the fact that
JDG, they want to make a play while they have numbers advantage. They're going to go between worlds with Scout. They're going to get so much damage on the way. Way's getting chunked here now. The big Shockwave comes in on a 2. There goes the Pop Blossom with the Hex Tech as he gets 2 of them. The knockup from Mako isn't going to be enough. The damage from Atacon is doing some work on a Pays, but that's going to be a double kill for Scout, who has shown up to these regionals and said, I will not be denied, as JDG take yet another fight.
And it's that flash that Shwo burned earlier that pays. So if JDG go quickly here, they might actually be able to get this one without IG being able to do a lot to contest. You can see they're going deep. They want Way.
Oh, the between worlds from Scout just absolutely decimated Gala. His old teammate from LNG stands no chance against Scout, who is finally finding his form. Where was he all year?
The JDG. Well, this is probably going to be game 1 pretty much done and dusted. They've got every neutral objective. They've taken every single fight. And yes, they still need to dot the I's, cross the T's. Yes, they still need to continually focus Gala. But if this game's any indication of how they've been able to play this game out, we expect them to be able to do that on repeat, on cooldown, with the way they've been playing.
That's crazy, man.
Does the game end up playing out from there? That extra gold into the Orianna. Looking at her still, 0-1-1 for Rookie. Still, finally, those stacking items have stacked, but it's not a Rabadon's, it's not a Luden's, it's not one of these Shadow Flame, Void Staff, big ticket items that are going to be the difference maker in these teams. Sprint his way out of danger, but he was looking for that unique flying angle. Now for the rest of JDG, are they looking for a fight at all? Shwo fishing.
Shwo is so terrified. He just backed off all 5 members of IG. Like, we know he could always go for a play. He has that flash available to him. And we do see some pings going onto the Baron now from JDG.
He's a control ward. He's a control ward.
Oh,
Oh, no!
Oh my God, he got them. He absolutely baited them, and here comes the Grand Starfall. Meanwhile, Scout is just fighting on the side over here with a flank as he's trying to get away from the Shy, but Gala just gets obliterated once again from the Bunny Wizard as JDG have just torn through the lines of IG. Invictus Gaming are nowhere to be found in this game number 1 of this best of 5, and JDG are marching down the middle.
They do not need Baron here, Mazel. 30 seconds on Gala, 30 seconds on Wei, and 40 on the Shy. Are they looking to take game 1 just like that? One fell swoop into the mid lane. And with only 1 kill to speak of, IG are going to go down in game 1, not even with a whimper.
The fact that Scout has showed up is terrifying for IG, and the fact that we still see those issues cropping up for IG, the togetherness is just not there, and this is their final series. JDG taking the momentum from their win and moving it into IG, taking his best.
You already banned away with the Kindred off the board. Zed really doesn't look as great here with all the CC that they've got, so it's the Neferi coming through for Jun here as that AD carry to play into the jungle. To dive, Pace here, still quite high on health, and Summer Heal still not available for JDG. A good chance for IG here with the bailout.
Okay, they're going to get the dive going. They try to get the block, but Zhuo stops him in his tracks. The satchel charge brings Pace back across Mako. He was tanking, but is it enough? Now Wei is tanking. The shots do so much damage, but it's not enough just yet. Pace is the only one that's fallen. Zhuo wants to fall this through. If you're about to give kills to Shun, that's exactly what JDG want. They're going to give 1 over. They're going to give 2 over, and that's JDG making good on the bot lane play.
Yeah, they saw this coming. And for JDG as an organization in particular as well, after such a devastating end.
They're going to try to collapse on a Mako. He's going to have the bailout, but it's not going to bail anything out. He's going to die to Scout, who picks up his 2nd kill on the Rise. Going to try to link up now over in this jungle support synergy. Gala's going to step over, tries to deny the Scuttle Crab going to Shun. He's getting those Ren stacks stacked up. Gala's feeling super confident now. Getting the bailout. Those Ren stacks continue to build. He's going to get the kill here. Is he? Shun not going down. Gets the heal from the Darkened Dagger. And IG, what have you done? They try to get a play on this Shun. They pull
Take
so...
2. They'd like 3. They probably have to fight for all 3 of them, but the poke here from Pei is going to be pretty important. If he can land it, that is.
That is true. We already get the 1 grub going the way of IG. Trying to find a little bit of a flank. Mega Inferno Bomb comes through, and that's a big ticket item down. There goes everything used straight onto Scout. He's very tanky this early on, and finally we get the combo from Rookie as well. Gala's flashing forward, taking the game in his own hands with a double kill. As Xiaosu coming in the back end here, going to use the Unstoppable Onslaught, but misses it wholly, as now it's going to be Wait knocking him back into the team. The Ren stacks are there, and Gala's just waiting to rip his soul away as Wei gets a heal there in the end, and Shun oversteps as now it's Pace stepping over the wall, trying to use this zombie mode, going forward, getting himself a double kill.
Oh my God!
This is an absolute gunslinging
Another
compared to
TP.
double TP coming in from JDG. They want to continue this, but IG, they will put their tail between their legs and back away.
That gold, being able to inject some venom into Gala, is that big ticket to success for them.
It is indeed, and we'll see the fruits of IG's labors here on the top side with some of that pressure given. They will take a 2nd dragon, so making good on that first game where they got IG are the ones with priority right now. They want
Gold is dead even, but the push is really easy for Ziggs, especially versus a Callista.
Oh, they're launching everything at Rookie. Rookie's going to get jumped on by Scout. Now they have the Hound's Pursuit unleashed, and who let the dogs out? It's JDG. If they take the first turret too, that's going to be feats completed for Jingdong Gaming.
And they're using the Ziggs so well. The TP back into the mid lane from Pace so that he catches this entire wave. He's able to take the first brick gold on the top side, and there's no real consequence for it. Q over the wall from Wei. Stops Scout.
Okay. He's still tanky, though. Okay, Wei is just sending it now. He does have the TP coming through with the spellbook from Mako, but he is all alone in a 1v3. It's about to turn into a 3v3, though. He was just preemptively going in. And we do see in the bot side, the Shy gets a little bit taken.
TP down into the bot side coming through from Scout. They're looking to make the play onto the Shy underneath the turret.
Oh, they really want him. He's got the speed up from the TP as well. And the Shy, he can't make it under turret fast enough. He stopped to try to get the kill. He does end up getting the flash out. He's going to dodge out. Now the Shy is going to try to take down Pace. Pace, you just got to hit 1Q. Just do it. Throw the bomb. The Arcade Comets there. Pays just needs one more. He misses it. He's going to get the auto attack. Pays can't do it. He gets the satchel charge kill at the end. And that's a dopamine
That's
hit.
not something that is going to be done too easily. And with no flash there, they are just making that job that little bit smoother.
Everywhere he can.
And honestly, I think that might end up being a good thing as we get later on into this.
Oh,
Scout!
the flash over! The play! Scout just made the masterclass play right onto Rookie, and that immediately puts IG on the back foot. Gala's stepping forward. Gala's losing his health bar. Gala's trying to use this bailout to get some damage down, but he goes down with a big hit from Xiaosu. Now Wei is left out by his lonesome. He's got to get the flashes out, and Shun finds his old combo jungler of Wei as he gets the better of him for a second game in a row.
Well, Marcel, the game just got a lot harder here for IG. They lose out on the dragon stacking. They lose out. Side was very indicative for the sort of ego jungle picks that we'd be able to as easily with Scout. I mean, Wei got spotted there, so they know that he's in here.
Wei needs to be very careful here. Shun's going to try to stop everybody else from following through. The Mega Inferno Bomb's also going to hit. Scout still tanking as the Saris. Then the reset's going to come through the Darkened Blade, and the Darkened Dagger is going to make the difference here. Shun healing up a Storm. The double Grand Entrance knock up and the double CC combo. The Shy. He's world-ending his own life right now as that's JDG completely cutting down IG once again. I'm getting a deja vu, and I'm getting a
Minutes
triple.
on the board, Atacon will be taken, and JDG are just steamrolling their way through this Invictus gaming competition. Split 3 as well. Whoa, we're playing. Okay, hold on.
Okay, they're going to get a play on the Pays. They try to get him down, but he gets the heal up.
Flash.
And that's going to be the hostile takeover coming through, but it's not going to get the separation they needed. Now they're back. Inferno Bomb. They are just throwing artillery at IG. IG's first strike did not land, and now the Realm Warp's coming through. They're going to send Xiaoshu onto the back line, onto the flank, and they're going to go for the kill onto the Shy. That's your frontliner, and Xiaoshu is still tanking him. The reset's there for Shun. He's going to get locked down, though, and Xiaoshu's already down. He's got in zombie mode, but Gala's stepping up. He has the bailout. Can he get another kill? Can he get the rend? He gets one, but he doesn't have enough to get the rest. And now Wei is in the front line, but Mako is trying to get them separated from him. He's going to use the Vault Breaker to try to get through, but he gets locked down in the end, and Scout takes his life from him.
And it's the mid-AD duo here. He's completely finished. We have to hope that he can't do it.
And for IG, oh my god, Wei. How did you even find yourself over here, brother? All right, well, we're going to get a little bit of shindig between Wei and Shun, the old junglers of BLG, just fighting it tooth and nail as we do get the Fates call in mid lane. Gala's trying to dodge out of this engagement, but he gets locked out. Actually, he gets out of the Grand Entrance. Look at Gala, man. He is stepping up right now.
Turret's still there.
Under turret. IG just going for the kills, and he gets Pays, gets the reset, and gives the kill right to Shun. Meanwhile, IG were trying to make a play, but Shun now having the reset, throwing those Darkened Daggers left and right and getting even more. The Hounds are on pursuit, and he wants to continue to follow them through, and the Shy unfortunately gonna have to walk his way away, but it's another triple kill for Shun.
I mean, effectively a quadruple.
Game one Shockwave Flash. We didn't see anything really land there for Mako, and now JDG are on the front foot, and they're going for a little bit of an aggressive play onto Wei. That might be a little bit more than they could chew, though. Shun's getting a little bit low. He should get his soul ripped from him as the Shy starts the reset of the World Ender, and Baron now in the eyes of IG. Yeah, they have to go for this, but they're playing up against the poke from a Ziggs, right? Mega Inferno Bomb still there, still ready. So IG have got to be very clinical with how they take this. Eat into the pit and just look at the damage that we need to see from Gala as well. He needs to get this Baron smoked down. Oh, Wei's getting so low. Wei's in the back of the pit. He's getting hit by the spike.
Kalista can still smite
the Rend. The Rend stacks are huge here. They can be the difference maker. Is he going to come over the pit? It's going to be smoked by Wei. They get the Baron, but now they're going to lose Rookie on the back end of it. Gala is trying to step forward, trying to get some of these kills onto Pays. He's going to flash. He's going to dash. He's going to pull the Rend down. He's going to get another kill. Gala has stepped up. He's gone Super Saiyan for IG, but he gets out of the Grand Entrance again. And Gala, the ADC that IG needed. 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 damage on the Kalista.
They put the game in his hands in the draft, and boy, is he trying to make it work in this mid-game. Stops the Baron from going to JDG, finds a massive fight around that neutral objective as well, and may just be able to claw this game back.
They're going to try to go for a play under turret now. Overextension from JDG.
And it's Jun going a little bit too far forward. The second he goes in, he recognizes he can be the champion to take them over that line. Obviously, we have to remember that Jun as well, 2 levels up over Wei. The same to be said for Scout.
that I can get behind. It's a little bit of a, play on a mistake from JDG, but it's still something for IG to hold on to. But now, unfortunately, IG are going to have nothing to hold on to. Mako is going to try to protect Gala as much as he can here, but it's not going to be enough. They get the redemptions in. Gala's going to get his GA popped. He's trying to get a kill on the scout, but he goes golden. Gala's bailout is not long enough, and his GA will be popped. Rookie going for a kill on the scout now, too. The decimating smash goes through, and Gala is down. That is your main carry, and Scout is still alive. They try to go for a play over here onto the Shy, though, who is trying to go on the back line. They are going to get the kill on the Scout in the end. Mako almost going down. The Shy, he should just die to the dogs here, as he's going to get ran down by Sun.
Good immune there from Jun, keeps the Shy from falling, but they're still going here.
Oh my god, Wei came back from the grave, got another kill there for Rookie. Meanwhile, Xiaoshu still tanking up a storm. The decimating smash going to come through and do a decent amount, as Xiaoshu can't get in front of the vault breaker to dash away.
Goes back to base, sells his GA, finds Immortal Shield Bow as that extra defensive item. So another layer of protection here that JDG are going to have to try to rip through.
He is so hard to take down, but if Pace starts landing some of this... Oh, Mega Inferno Bomb gone. Wei decides to just go for the play on Shun. Shun has the GA, though. Wei just overplayed his hand. Meanwhile, the Shy's on the back line. There goes the Tippers, too. It's a little bit of a miscommunication from IG. And now the resets are starting to come through for Shun. He's getting locked down. He still has his GA, though. And now it's looking on the back line. Scout is getting ran down by the Shy. And IG, they finally find the fight they were looking for. Shun can't get the resets no matter what. And Gala finally dies. Xiaoshu is the only one left between 4 members of IG, and that's going to be the Dragon Soul going to Invictus Gaming.
Maybe even more than that, Mazel here. They may just look to tie up the series. 45 seconds on Scout, Jun and Xiaoshu with a wave in the mid lane. IG, they're sending us to 1-on-1, Mazel. JDG don't find that fight. They can't snowball effectively, and Gala comes up huge.
A comp we said needed to have that early game promise. They were down 5,000 gold, and they roar triumphantly in this game 2 to take down JDG. They combined with Gala going Super Saiyan to even us up here in our final best of 5. 1-1, Invictus Gaming are going to take game number 2. After a 4,000 gold lead in the end and a slow finish, but it finally goes down.
Part of the front line if he can be in there, but his ulti wears off quite quickly if you want, if you aren't constantly re-upping it. So theoretically, infinite ult, if there's already somebody in there, it's familiar with the power of a Kiana as we move later on into the game, even though I sense that's where she gets pretty strong.
Oh no. Pays jumping in, thinking they had the Shy dead to rights. He's going to have to use his reset rocket jump to get away. He hasn't burned his barrier yet. Tried to use it to get the reset for himself, but can't do it. Now Dwo's going to try to get the kill out of the Shy. I don't know if he has enough damage, though. He's getting completely gapped right now by Mako. And the Shy wants to get some pop shots back in.
The minions, the Shy, no!
Dwo gets the kill, the Winions.
But I didn't think he was watching, so that's all good.
Well, JDG will take some of the time to get push in this top side, maybe get another plate.
Yeah, I mean, the Shy needs to be careful.
He has
here.
slice and dice.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to go for it. Has one more slice and dice, has the flash, can go for the call of the week, and he goes for it. The spin to win, and the Shy goes down to JDG's legendary top laner, Xiaoshu.
He's had a massive blow up in this year as he was found in Nirvana at the end of Split 2, finds himself now at a chance to make Worlds.
Oh. The flash play from Wei onto Shun, but Shun's going to flash away. As now the re-engage from JDG. Supreme Display of Talent going to be used. The lockdown is there. They use the Buster Shot on that Demonic Ascension like you had called out in the draft, but it doesn't matter. The space keeping, and Wei just goes over the top for the alley-oop. Gets himself a double kill, and that is IG's comp coming to fruition.
Oh, there's a lot of missed skill. And Rookie gets Buster Shotted out, but he's able to just barely keep his ulti going off the tip there of the Galio, who's just channeling their ulti.
Oh, Xiaoshu's about to get another solo bolo. 2 in 1 game, the Shy. What is going on? Xiaoshu sits down one of the GOATs of all time in the LPL top lane in the Shy.
Priority and such a good job to do. Such a big job to do, I would say. Yeah. That he's got a lot of onus on his shoulders to be that big carry as we move into the mid to the late game.
And I mean, he's already got the Rowlies. It's such a power spike to just keep that Demonic Ascension rolling on this Swain as the Shy is the focus again, about to go down 0-4 on his Jace. As Shun has even come up to give his old top laner a little how do you do. He's going to take that kill in the end to give himself a little bit of something, as he does have that Profane Hydra already completed. Also a couple plates to Pays and to Scout in the mid lane, answered by IG in the bot lane.
Yeah, so not nothing here. Remember, 3 Gubs went over to IG quite early on, so they are able to make good headway through this bot lane tier 1 turret. They don't quite take it down, as Mako may be in trouble.
Okay,
Gets
he's going
stunned.
to try to use the crash down. Actually gets the CC on the scout and does end up flashing away. Didn't burn the exhaust in the end, but this is first turret potentially going over to IG, and that's going to be Feats.
And that's a big pick up once again. A reminder, this is Gala Kaiser, right? This is the champion that he made his name on all those years ago, where he can pop off, he can carry and scaling into the late game. It can be a very good lane bully, but Tristana at level 18, oh, hold on, the Shy's dead again. I mean, we don't even need to talk about this at this point.
Supreme display of talent against, unfortunately, a little bit of a diff from the Shy getting out with his flash.
Yeah, I do like both of these compositions for the 5 versus 5s. Again, JDG, a comp that needs to go forward here, and they've got the Renekton to be able to do it, but the Rift Herald's already gone.
Oh, Shun just going straight in, trying to find an engage with the Supreme display of talent. They try to catch the Shy. Rocket Jump going to come through with the reset coming out. Now the Shy going to go down to the Buster shot of Pays. So they do get a kill for the Rift.
All that interested in it, and maybe a play into the mid lane using that Rift Herald as their trading there.
Yeah, they have 3 grubs, so they're going to get so much value out of this. This is kind of a payback, if you will, as TP's coming in. Xiaoshu was waiting behind Instant Captain Jack from Gala. He is going to have to burn the flash too, but Scout's coming for him. Gala and Scout, the 2 carries of what was LNG, now meet up in the final bit, and Scout claims his life. Now Pei is looking very confident to step forward with those rocket jump for the Rift Herald.
Is Rookie fine? He should be okay to just walk this one out, although Galio's here as well.
Is he going to be okay? We'll see. He's going to use the demonic ascension. Is going to get the engage over there on the other side from IG. Woe's trying his darndest to get them away from Pays, but unfortunately his life will be forfeit because of it. And the Shy gets himself on the board here. Now has to worry about these weird angles that JDG are bringing. There's the Supreme display of talent. They go for the Shy, the weak link, and they find him. Will that break the chain of armor that IG have established? It won't lead to more, but it still means that JDG get a pick.
So importantly, the Shy did get the kill there, so that is a gold.
But on the other end, we have Shun now as well on those 2 items. The lethality build really coming online, and JDG going to need to put up some kind of fight in this top side.
IG looking to dive, but TP's coming through.
That's Solar Flare coming in. Now Xiaoshu waiting on the back lines, trying to get the Rage up. He's going to pop the Dominance, go straight onto Rookie. He's going to CC him down, but you can't do that against a demonically ascended Swain. They're going to try to back away for the moment, wait for this to fall, and it's going to. Now JDG can feel confident to step forward. Xiaoshu does have a lot of rage going, but it won't lead to anything, and IG are just going to take the mid lane.
Yeah, they can look for a little bit more damage onto this Tier 2, clear this wave, and really threaten this with the Shy. Tier 1 turret topside is looking like it's getting focused by JDG, but
you got to watch out for with that range advantage there, as mid lane isn't going to go down just yet. It finally does fall to the minions. Now they're going to move the Shy over. The Anacon's still hovered over by IG.
Yeah, the Shy could be caught here as Juni's got him on a bit of an angle, but Xiaoshu.
Okay, this is so chaotic. We are all over the place right now. And right now the focus is onto the Shy as Shun kills him with the Supreme display of talent. The Anaconda is still in favor of IG.
Yeah, but now Scout's got TP back up and available, but they're actually just ripping this.
I don't even think Shun can get over here. He doesn't even have Smite if he wanted to.
Stolen!
Taken by Two! No freaking way! Two goes with a Spellbook Ignite, steals the permanent Anaconda from IG, and now the tower dive is ensuing. JDG, they want more. They're hungry.
Yeah, IG might be able to walk their way out of this, though. Scout forward too far.
Oh, way too far. He's getting chunked. Tries to use Heroic Interest to get out, but now Wei is going to flash play himself into the Cataclysm. Gala's starting to chunk away. Gala looking for his own entrance now. He still has the killer instinct. He's been waiting, wanting, and here comes the back down TP. That's going to be the Shy. He might be 1-6, but he's got Gala in his eyes. He's got the carry that he needs, and he's got a kill on the Pays. They're going to try to continue this with Wei getting a beautiful kill on the Shun, and IG are strong together. They're not apes. They're players in the LPL.
Hold here. And we're still in for that treat. This feels like the best game that we've seen between these two, where a series and a spot at Worlds is on the line. They start the Baron, but they have to peel.
With the Shy! The Shy's about to go 2-7, about to be 3-7 on Shun. Meanwhile, on the other side, Xiaoshu just died. What is happening to JDG? They have been completely routed. Shun trying to kill in the end onto the Shy, but the killer instinct ends up claiming his life anyways. That's going to be a triple kill. He can't get a penta here, but he's looking for it nonetheless. They're going to go right back to the Baron, and IG take full control of game number 3.
And it's a good little start there from IG, and they make it work. It's the Shy stepping up to take down Junin.
Items as well. You have multiple Seekers, arm guards on the side of IG, and this Baron buff that's going to keep on ticking. They've got 2 minutes left on this, and still an Infernal Dragon up as well. They are playing extremely reserved, and now looking to make a play on the bot side. You wonder if Gala is willing to go for it. Way threatening. Dwo just takes the counter engage, says this is the time, but it's not. That was not the time to go in. And IG, they're just completely cutting down the couple remaining members of JDG, as that's going to be a couple more kills going to Gala's pocket. Way's going to get a couple more too, and they have a minute and a half on this Baron. This game is done. IG are going to step up to match point.
They knew they had to fight. The poke from IG was just overwhelming them, but unfortunately they're down too much gold. They don't have the Kaiser in their back pocket, and IG take game 3.
We've been in this position before. This team at the beginning of the year put together for superstardom, trying to make good
composition if that's what they want. I think that the way for JDG to win is to slaughter early and then hopefully snowball with that. They need to win early here because they're not going to have a good time as things get later. Or I think that their chances through this game do get really, really low. I think the saving grace for JDG is that as this game gets later, they're going to have the list.
Rookie waiting for the Weaver's wall right around the corner. You can see him trying to set it up. Chains of Corruption is there. The lockdown chain that can come through from IG is immense, as it'll be a trade of 1-to-1 for the Grubs. We're going to get the engage on Mako. Mako's going to have to be forced to flash away. Should be the remaining Grub going to JDG, and they do make good on it.
Okay, good bubble there. Catches Mako prior to that wall going up. Means that some good damage can come through, and a flash away from Mako keeps him alive. Really small thing prior to that, though. The auto-attack range difference between a Varus and a Lucian fully exemplified as Gala, with just 1 Q on Pays, fully says any problems that are going to come his way either. And again, to re-emphasize the problems for JDG this game as Zhuo gets caught.
Okay, they just think they can all in onto him, but Pace has a really good angle over the wall. It's a bit of an overzealous Glacial Fissure there, by spacing so well there, though. The Scuttle Crab will be secured by JDG, though.
Oh, do they know Scouts here? Scouts made the move up whilst Rookie's still bot lane.
Looking for the lockdown onto Mako. Mako's life will be forfeit. Unfortunately, Dwo picks up that kill in the end, but they will get the soul out. Rookie takes a side lane turret on the Talia, so getting a little bit of that standing gold for IG, keeping their advantage under tow. And it still will be the Rift Herald started up by JDG.
I wonder if Mako can spellbook over to the teleport. He does. They can get back out here. This isn't a sure thing with this Herald. TP into the mid lane by Rookie. Mako going to look to do the same thing a little bit deeper.
Corruption. Tries to get the damage down. Rookie is here too. Dwo gets wombo comboed. And now you got the Shy in the backline, but he can't go Mega, and he just gets completely blasted by Shun. And now in the pit he goes, but it's smoted by Wei. He gets the steal of the Rift Herald, but Pays in some trouble now as IG look to press forward. They've lost their front line. Xiaoxiu is left to abandon that mid, and that is going to be Wei getting the double kill. Rookie trying to place down Pays, but it's still holistically IG's favor here. All of a sudden, from a 2,000 gold lead, they're 4K. That IG needs it most. 6 long years it's been since this organization has seen Worlds, and it's a legendary organization in the LPL. And here they are with JDG pressed to the ropes, and Gala getting flashed off by Pays, but he can't get him. The Stranglethorn comes through. Glacial Fissure, he's going to get the kill. Mako kills Pays, and not like this, JDG. I saw them falter in a heartbreaking fashion last year with Ruler and this final effort in the finals, and here we go again. JD's heartbreak knows no bounds, but Rookie is the focus now on the side lane. He's trying to be taken down by Scout and Xiaoxiu. He should be out of there. He's going to get a lot of damage on his Xiaoxiu here. He's going to get locked down by the Frozen Tomb and taken down by his opponent's Scout.
They needed that desperately. Just something to go their way is going to be a big win for JDG, but you can see that they're losing so much mid lane. Mako just dancing through Jun there to make sure that they're getting the charge onto the tier 2 turret, as well as that dragon falling, and a denial of the turret falling on that top side as well. Yes, they find 1 pick onto Rookie, but it just doesn't matter. They're getting so much across the rest of the match. They went all out at the start of 2025, and it just failed them. Split 1, they went out with a whimper. Now looking for the Shy.
They're going to pick him off, but how much has that mattered in the end throughout all of this? It is going to be a big pick, and you can continue. Scout, since he won his world championship, has been back every year. Maybe this is not the year for him. It has not been. But now, he's got to put up or shut up. Pays has not missed a single world since he came in to that Tier 1 starting spot for Gen.G, and they got to pull it out of the bootstraps now. I mean, Atacon's going down. Atacon's already gone, and Wei has claimed it. Now you got the play from JDG escaping, but Xiaoxu will sacrifice himself once again. And I don't think that's the sacrifice that's going to get them a win.
Tier 2 turret, they did meaningful damage to the health bars of JDG. They're not able to stick around and defend this. Oh, and it's that top laner for IG who I want to highlight once more, as he's done this. He's been there before.
Wei, he's frozen tuned. He's getting in trouble now as well. Glacial Fisher's going to come back. Whose power of ice is going to be stronger.
Here come the army.
He wasn't able to get the damage down. Pays is trying to kite through. The chains of corruption are going to hit the Shy. Tries to go for the big wall up, gets the kill. No, he can't. It's IG that falter in the moment that mattered most. They do end up killing Shun on the back end of it, but they lose a couple key pieces. And that dragon is going to be a lot harder to come by for IG.
The thorn in the side once again.
I don't know if I like this. JDG putting a lot of promise in this fight. The unstoppable comes through there.
Look who's
JDG
walking as well.
losing some health here. Rookie coming
clock.
over. That's going to be the TP coming from the Shy. It's getting low. It's getting desperate. IG,
Quickly, JDG.
Here. I'm scared as Gala takes the dragon. And IG, they can do no wrong. Scout is all alone. And that might just be the tail of the tape.
And try as they might, JDG in regional qualifier.
Somebody talking shit. This guy has been absolutely monstrous this series. Everything but that game number 1.
Was that they were supposed to do, and lost out on the fight on the back half of that, losing that dragon, losing out on the soul as well.
Oh my god. And
now
it's
IG start this up.
It's literally a desperate spiral right now from JDG. They just feel like they can't get anything. They need to do something. Dwo is stepping up there as well. Pei is going to dash away from the Shy, but he gets him into the wall with the Mega Gnar. Scout's down too. No more resets from the Lissandra. Shun tries to find an entrance on the backside of the fight, but now he's locked down. He's going to use his clone to get away. Now going in is Xiaoxu, but he's getting chunked. He got CC'd. He's going down low. You got the Shy on the other side. Goes through. Gala gets the kill in the end. Now Pei's going to calling for his life, but he can't do it. He doesn't have the damage.
The Ocean Soul's just too much. Mazel and IG win yet another.
26.5 minutes in, an Elder Dragon fight in 3.5 minutes, but you gotta expect the siege is nigh onto JDG's base.
And how good would it be for Invictus Gaming finally, after all these years, all these iterations of...
Siege is coming in the bot lane now, and this Ocean Dragon Soul is so hard to manage.
And look at the minimap here. Scout's top lane trying to work his way through a tier 1 turret to try and get just that little bit of gold back for their team. But it's just not enough. Tier 2's falling in mid lane. Now they're onto the tier 3. And for JDG, it feels like the beginning of the end. And we'd be remiss not to talk about that man in the bot lane here, Mazel, who carried them through game 2, which looked like it was going to be JDG's win, which was the linchpin for this series, the turning point, if you will. All off the back of Gala, who is 6-0-4 and chunking JDG under their Nexus turrets.
This team, they can be proud of what they represented here. It was 3 hard losses that IG faced up against. They were backs against the wall of this series. We said, what is this IG team doing?
There they go.
And now they're on the cusp. They're on the edge, and Gala's getting engaged on now. Xiaoxu tries to find him. They get
He
the kill.
does go down.
Resets. IG now in some trouble. They're going too far forward. The Shy gets the kill in the end, but Wei, he's still alive. He's still chunking. He has the Stranglethorn back. He's going to get 2. Shun getting low. Scout's going to go down. The Shy tries to get the wall up, but can't kill him. Scout's going down to the bird. The Shy finds another one. The Shy and Wei, they're tag teaming for the end.
And when it matters most, Mazel, they're going to do it. Baron minions at their back. One Nexus turret down.
After 6 long years, there's no freaking way. Redemption for IG is upon us, set in the stars from the beginning of the year. These legendary pillars of the LPL will come.